My God, you're gonna need to work on this restriction. For the love of God, my gorgeous Libra, what on earth is restricting you so much? And why are you not doing anything about it? This is like pretty much so completely down to you. No one else can do this for you. Okay, no one else can work on this restriction for you but you. And I know that you know this, and I know that you understand this. My goodness, at the beginning of this week, this news and message that you're going to get, you're not gonna like it that much. But then that news and message that you're going to get, it's almost as if you're gonna hear something like not happening. Almost as if like you're going to be expecting to be at a certain stage, at a certain point of your life, and this is really going to put you off everything for a second or two. But once you get that news and message, what you need to do is like you need to reflect on this immediately, because you will fully understand very shortly after that moment in time which exactly restriction I'm talking about, because that restriction is affecting you. It's affecting your capability, and it's affecting you to be good where you need to be good. It's affecting you being able to give complete, huge amount of energy towards something really important to you, towards something really big. But sadly, this has been affecting you so much. It was affecting every single aspect of your life, but most importantly, it was affecting you when it comes to those things that you should be giving your full attention and your complete energy to. So this in itself is so important, because you see what I mean, it's to do with that restriction. You need to work out what this restriction is, and you need to move away from it. You need to walk away from it, my gorgeous Libra, because the bottom line is that very restriction that I'm talking about, it's like also at the same time, it's like pretty much so, it's like a restriction that it's actually preventing you from achieving your dream. Okay, from achieving like a really big dream of yours. So you just need to work out what this is, because of that restriction and because of that lack of energy being contributed towards like something else, something more important to you, something that makes you feel so much happier, something that makes you feel so much excited, something that gets you going and gets your life like going like as soon as you think about it. And this because it's to do with something like pretty much so very strongly connected to your life purpose. And so this in itself is a rather divine time for you, and you need to understand this, because that same restriction is causing the lack of energy, and that imbalance is on another hand preventing you from achieving your dreams, because you are constantly self-doubting yourself, and that is causing like a lack of self-awareness. And that also at the same time, it's like kind of making you to ignore things that you shouldn't be ignoring, because you're giving the most of your time towards something that you shouldn't. So like, oh my goodness, of course that this is going to be like really important. And now that in itself, it's like, what is going to be really wonderful moment in time, that you are going to work out what this is, and within the next day or two, you are actually going to do something. You are gonna make like such an amazing and quick decision. And this amazing and quick decision that you're going to make, you also need to understand that there is some kind of journey that is going to be connected to it. You're going to need to make some kind of travel or some kind of journey. It may not be like somewhere like really far or anything like that, but it's somehow going to be connected to this situation right now. But there is some kind kind of like a really quick decision that you're actually going to make, because only in a day or two, you're literally going to wake up in one morning and you are just kind of going to be so adamant. You are just everything. It's going to be, you're going to work out everything. And it's a lot to do with your subconscious mind. It's a lot to do with you carrying certain burdens, but it's a lot to do with you going to sleep and tapping into so many different dimensions. Your subconscious mind takes over, and then this is a magical time, because we have the answers to absolutely everything about us, about our lives, about our spirit, about our soul, and about this world, about way beyond and beyond and beyond. And this is the powerful vibration I'm talking about, which is gonna, like, really pretty much so gonna contribute towards this. Because when you go to sleep after all this, my gorgeous Libra, but you know, your mind is gonna be working while you're sleeping. You're gonna be like going through so many different things, and this is why you're gonna wake up in the morning and then suddenly you are gonna feel like, I want to make this decision, I want to make this decision, I want to make this decision. And this decision, it's you getting to rid of, you know, that restriction. You're working, you're nipping in the bud, you know, you're dealing with that restriction immediately. And you need to understand that it's to do with a rapid action, but it's also bringing a rapid movement into your life, because it's connected to this sacred swift change. And that in itself, it's really pretty much so gonna gonna help you to manifest really quickly. This is what you need to understand. After that moment in time, this is gonna help you to manifest this life of your dreams. But you have to get rid of that restriction. This is so important. And also, my gorgeous Libra, you know, like at around the beginning of this week, you're also like kind of gonna be, you are gonna decide to kind of chill out a little bit. And this is going to last for a day or two. When I say chill out, you're going to feel very calm. This is going to be after that. You're going to feel like really calm. You're going to feel like you want to do like something like a meditation. Maybe you will feel like you want to pray about something. Maybe you will feel like you want to ground yourself. Maybe you will feel like you want to, you know, go somewhere where you just feel yourself. You're going to feel like you want to go somewhere where you feel like this peace within. Whatever this is, it doesn't matter. It's more about the balance and the energy that this brings into your life, because it elevates you, because it's something that your soul wants to do, your spirit wants to do. So you will want to do something really beautiful. And for loads of you, you're going to realize that you haven't done that also like in a very long time. And this is also a really great sign of reconnection, and a really great sign of you like really moving on with your life. And this in itself is your sign. It's like a synchronicity. It's a powerful sign that things for you, my gorgeous Libra, are most importantly about to change. So it's like when you have this moment about this, like I call it meditation, but it could be absolutely anything, you know, you are really going to realize something, because it's more about you going into deep mode, and it's more about you kind of going into this deep mode at the same time, like looking for the big life answers type of thing. You know, you are going to find yourself on the spiritual quest, and this is what it happens. You're like kind of thinking about millions of things at the same time, because this is going to start opening you up. So now suddenly you're going to realize how clever you are, how intelligent you are, but you're also going to realize that you were all along you were right about something really specific, something that's nothing to do with your life, but it's to do with the world and with the certain things that you were watching and you became aware of, or whatever it is. And maybe other people were laughing at you, but then again, at the same time, you're going to realize that you were right all along about something, you know, and it's nothing to do with your life, but it's something really crazy that was going on that you were aware of, and you were trying to explain this to other people, and maybe other people were laughing at you or whatever. It depends who you were surrounded by. If they're very closed-minded people, then they're going to laugh. They're not gonna kind of try to really kind of reflect and understand, because they're not able to, because they're closed-minded. So you shouldn't kind of like really think about it in a negative way. This only kind of shows how open-minded and how psychic you are. But this is all kind of this is also going to kind of be on your mind, like you're going to realize suddenly at around that time when you're meditating or when you're doing something for yourself also, that you were right all along. about something really specific, but that couldn't have happened at a better time. But also, most importantly, when you have this moment of meditation, first of all, you're going to be relaxing and chilling out, but then suddenly you're going to find yourself like contemplating. And that in itself, it's on one hand going to be on your mind, like you're going to be thinking, why have you been feeling so disconnected, Why have you been feeling so disconnected, and why are you feeling at times so disconnected? And that in itself is going to make you aware of what do you need to really kind of reevaluate in your life. And now you're going to be surprised how good you're going to feel, because you are going to you're going to start feeling like very ambitious and very action orientated, and you're going to feel like driven to succeed. And that in itself, it's really kind of gonna bring so much of a mental clarity when it comes to you looking at the bigger picture. This is bringing a mental clarity, and that in itself, it's really kind of gonna make you aware of some kind of a breakthrough that you've been through an absolutely major breakthrough, and you didn't even realize. You have been, my gorgeous Libra, within the last 7 weeks through a major breakthrough, and you didn't even realize. And this is gonna happen also at around the time when somebody very close to you is going to mention something to you, something like some kind of success or something really good that you did, something amazing that you did, but because there was some kind of like very fantastic outcome that you had, but then you were kind of ignoring it. And this is because of that lack of balance, that imbalance, what was causing and creating in your life, not kind of paying attention to your own success. No, baby, no, that is not good. You need to give a credit wherever the credit is due, and that's how we are happy. That's how we make this life colorful. That's how we make this life meaningful instead of meaningless. So this is also going to kind of lead towards you having a very interesting new idea, and that new idea that you're going to have, it's really pretty much so also going to make you this new idea that you're going to have, it's also like kind of going to be consisting of you kind of needing to break through someone. It's like a lot about you, kind of like maybe you had a conflict with someone, maybe you had a disagreement with someone, but it's about like sorting out some kind of problem with someone, and that particular person means to you so much. That particular person is directly connected to you, and that person, otherwise you wouldn't think about this person. So it's either a family member or somebody very close to you. So this is also this means to you so much. Bless your heart. It's to do with your emotions, it's to do with your love, it's to do with your life, and the people who mean to you so much. So you're also going to have an idea how to approach a very negative situation in between you and somebody else, and this is going to be completely different approach to what you would normally have or what would you normally do. So but it's important indeed, because at the same time, it's a lot to do with like you kind of like reconnecting with someone, and maybe it was some kind of painful ending that happened in between you two as well, so this is why this is so important indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, it's like basically, I like this so much because now you are gonna feel like so much positivity. You're gonna feel very optimistic. You're gonna feel pretty much so very very energetic, and also like you're gonna feel like, oh my god, like for the first time in absolute ages, you feel so content. For the first time in absolute ages, you are able to understand certain things about yourself, and you're also gonna understand for the first time in absolute ages why have you been through like certain things. You like everything that didn't make sense so far within the last year or two, it's all gonna start making sense right now, my gorgeous Libra. For the first time in absolute ages, you're gonna feel so content, you're gonna feel so happy, but at the same time you are gonna find out a very interesting information. This interesting information that you are going to find out, it's also gonna make you fully aware of like something very specific. It's gonna make make you fully aware of the fact that you are going to need to be part of some kind of a teamwork, but also it's a lot to do with an important collaboration. As soon as you become aware of this teamwork or collaboration, or you needing to work with people, needing to be surrounded by the people, at the same time, what you need to understand is that, it's a lot about building something, but it's more about what are you actually going to learn. This is where it's all going to boil down to. You're going to learn something remarkable. And what are you going to learn, my gorgeous Libra? This is what it also boiling down to. Whether it's collaboration, whether it's a teamwork, there are going to be some people who are going to be involved here. And that's the bottom line. And you're going to learn something. And it's important to understand that what are you actually going to learn. It's, on one hand, it's going to make you aware of what do you need to do to be fully independent, but it's also going to make you, on another note, it's going to make you, you're going to learn how to clear boundaries, how to clear boundaries, and you're also going to become aware of, it's a lot to do with the direct communication, and at the same time, it's a lot about you becoming perceptive to things as well, especially when it comes to knowing exactly what do you need to do in order to prepare yourself for some kind of expansion, in order to prepare yourself for this kind of, to carry on with this progress in your life, and also in order to prepare yourself to actually, especially when it comes to you understanding that you need to you're understanding what you need to let go of, and that in itself, it's all bringing you a new perspective, my gorgeous Libra here, especially when it comes to your own enlightenment. You will be seeing things in a completely different level, and that is bringing you a deeper insight on what do you need to sacrifice, what do you need to release in order to change your life. My goodness, my gorgeous Libra, this is so crazy and it's so important. I couldn't wait to do this reading for you. I couldn't wait. I feel you. I feel you so much. My moon is in Libra. I feel you so much, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. So this, it's all going to lead towards you feeling so courageous, you feeling so confident, but it's a lot to do with your own independence. This is bringing a mind-blowing focus into your life. This is bringing zest for life, my gorgeous Libra, determination and happiness. By the time you get to the last part of this week, that someone who's very close to you, it's gonna, you will be speaking to someone who's so close to you, someone like a family member, a friend, partner. You will be speaking to someone very close to you, and that person is going to tell you you look different, you sound different, your energy is different, you're so energetic, you seem so much more calm, but then again, you seem so much more energetic, you have so many ideas, even your skin is going to seem different, my gorgeous Libra, and this is also a great sign that you are going to be very your energy is going to be very powerful throughout this week. So make the most of it. Let me tell you something. Your energy is going to be powerful throughout this week. You are going to attract those people into your life who you want to attract. But don't feel too intense. Don't be too intense about it. Okay? Don't be too intense about it, because when you're intense, then intensity can mess up the vibration and it can only slow you down. So all you need to understand is that your energy is going to be very strong, and you're going to be noticed through your own vibration by the people that you want to be noticed by. This is why you need to make the most of it. How you make the most of it? Well, you work on the project, you work on things that mean to you, that you want to achieve. Even if you're at home by yourself, it doesn't matter. It's about the energy, going further away and see what is going to happen. It's amazing. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, this is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, this is the moment of victory. This is so important, my gorgeous Libra. The last part of this week is bringing you a great moment of victory on something that you've been working on. And this will mean to you so much, because this is going to lead towards the public recognition. This is bringing an amazing progress into your life, which is also bringing you self-confidence. And that in itself, it's gonna bring you, it's bringing you hope. That in itself, it's like bringing you so much faith into your life. And it's all about a purpose, a renewal, a spirituality. You know, this in itself, it's also at around the last week, you are going to have such a powerful omen, such a powerful sign, which is once again going to come in the form of a bird. I'm sorry, I know I've mentioned birds so many times when it comes to the actual omens, but the birds are wonderful messengers. We are connected to the animals more than people can possibly imagine. Lots of people don't understand the actual connection that we have with the animals. It's way more to what it meets the eye. It's a lot to do with the energy, and it's a lot to do with emotions, and it's a lot to do with our love. It doesn't matter which language we speak, whether, you know, it doesn't matter like which language we speak. It doesn't matter how we express ourselves. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to the animals, it's all about the energy and vibration. But leaving that aside, there is going to be the bird. There is something going to be so unusual about this bird again. Something so beautiful, but something so unusual. Maybe the bird is going to be an unusual color, or the bird is going to be too big, or the bird is going to be too small, or maybe the bird is going to be looking at you, or maybe the bird is going to be flying at you. It doesn't, around you, it doesn't matter. This is going to be a good omen. It's going to be very kind of unusual what is going to happen, but it's going to be a very good omen. Maybe you will see the certain bird for the first time in your life. Maybe, you know, the bird is going to fly in an unusual place, you know, but there is something going to be so unusual about this bird. But at the same time, you need to understand that this is your sign. This is your sign. What is going to be on your mind at that moment in time, this is your sign that you need to speed it up. You need to speed that up. You will see that you will be thinking about the certain plans, and you will be thinking about the certain problems, but that's your good omen. That's your good sign that what was on your mind, you need to speed it up. You need to speed it up. And at the same time, what else this omen means, this omen is also meaning that, you know, this public recognition and victory and progress that you're going to become aware of, that is going to give you self-confidence. This is also, there are going to be specific things on your mind. Now, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. That bird, that good omen, it's also going to be there as your sign, as your guidance, that this is what you should do. This is what you must do. And this is absolutely brilliant. This is like, oh my God, it's, you know what, it's going to reflect on your finances, on your financial situation, like really great. Okay, but at the same time, you know, this is all going to lead towards you feeling like, oh my God, now it's time for action. You're going to feel creative. You will want to manifest this, but it's something very specific. But then again, it's to do with you feeling powerful, you feeling this confidence, you having so much clarity, which is going to bring such a willpower into your life. It's going to make you feel extremely creative, but it's also going to make you aware of the fact that, you know, you're going to make you aware of the fact that you are going towards the new beginning, towards the brand new beginning, and you're going to become aware of the new possibilities. And this is all going to happen completely spontaneously, my gorgeous Libra. But the bottom line is, you are going to feel extremely optimistic. Whatever makes you feel optimistic, this is what you need to go for. This is going to bring trust in life back. My God, you're going to start to trust in life again. And at the same time, you know, you are going to feel really you're going to start feeling adventurous, especially when it comes to this particular opportunity you're going to be thinking about, because this is good. This in itself, it's bringing so much pleasure into your lives as well. And also, my gorgeous Libra, at around the end of this week, you are going to really kind of your intuition, it's going to be telling you, and it's going to be guiding you that you need to give something to someone. And this is going to come to you completely out of the blue, like, oh my God, your intuition, just on your mind, is going to be at around the end of the week, how much you want to give something to someone. And please do this. Please do this. You have to proceed with this. I know this sounds mental, but at around the end of the week, you are going to feel intuitively how much you want to give something to someone. For the love of God, don't forget about it. This is happening for a reason. Do not ignore this. This is so important, my gorgeous Libra. So the moment in time you intuitively are thinking that how much you want to give something to someone, at that moment in time, this is a sacred moment in time, and you are gonna decide to do this. And as soon as you do something, as soon as you give something to that particular person that you were intuitively guided towards to give, as soon as you do this, there is some kind of new idea that you're going to become very, very curious about. And that new idea that you're going to become very, very curious about, it's going to make you extremely thirsty for knowledge. And that in itself, it's like, thirsty for knowledge. It's gonna also kind of bring so much of a powerful energy into your life. And this is something that didn't happen just like, oh my God, like an accident or whatever. You were guided to this moment in time. You were guided to this point in your life because you need to know this. You need to bring this as well into your spiritual journey. So the moment in time when someone is on your mind who you intuitively have to give, you're gonna feel like, I want to give them something. That moment in time, as soon as you give that to that particular person, you are really going to have this new idea. And this new idea, it's more about you becoming curious about something, very, very curious. And this in itself is going to highlight your thirst for knowledge. You have to really understand that you need to bring this into your life, because there is something very, very special for you over there. As soon as you kind of jump in, as soon as you kind of tap in, not only this is like gonna make your life so much more meaningful, but this in itself, it's also like kind of going to make you aware that there is so much more, that you want to do. There is so much more that you want to explore. There is so much more that you want to discover. There is so much more that you want to dive in. This is like, oh my God, gonna create a moment where you are really gonna have your own, my gorgeous Libra, your own rebirth, literally. And you need this, because at that moment in time, you're literally going to heal. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.